Welcome to the filmmaking module of your Media Studies course. We're going to start by looking at conventions in film, focusing on horror films in particular. Conventions are a standard way of doing things, a set of rules, if you like. And horror films often follow particular conventions quite closely. Some of these are very simple. For example, filmmakers often use the colors black and red in horror films. Black suggests darkness, while red suggests danger. Today, I'm going to explain conventions in setting, character, and plot. Let's begin with conventions in setting. A popular convention in horror films is to use a big open space, like the woods. The setting is far from other people, so it's impossible to get help, and no one will hear if the characters scream. This convention plays on our fear of being lost in an unknown place. Conventional buildings include abandoned houses, castles, and hotels. If it's just a normal house, it usually has a history. For example, it's haunted because someone died there. Another common convention is that the weather is usually bad. In the rain, characters get lost. In the mist, we can only see shapes. These conventions can be terrifying. Let's move on to look at character conventions. Every story needs a hero or a heroine and a villain. Conventional horror villains include monsters, ghosts, and sometimes human men. When the villain is a man, he often wears a mask, so you can't see his eyes. Sometimes he looks normal, though. In the classic horror film Psycho, Norman Bates seems like a kind person, but he's a psychopath. He's actually scarier than a monster because he could be your neighbor. The conventional heroine in a horror film is a young woman or teenage girl. She's often kinder, younger, and physically weaker than the villain, but she usually manages to defeat him in the end. Conventional heroines are average people that we can identify with. They react like us. When they scream, we scream. And by identifying with them, we feel their fear more. And when they defeat the villain, it makes us feel like we can overcome the things that frighten us as well. Your assignment this week is to think of a horror film you have watched and see how well it fits in with typical horror film plot conventions. Send in a short audio recording about the plot, and try not to get too scared. Remember, it's only a movie.